All right, we are live. Hey, everybody, this is Christina Delgado. It is January 25th, 2016, our second Diesel Nation call of the year. The year has started amazingly well with Cafe Latte and all the promotions going on with Hammer and Chisel and the 21-day fix. People are rocking and rolling their businesses. It is such an important time of the year for health and fitness, right? It is when people are committing to their health and fitness. You're going to see an influx coming in February and March just because tax season comes. People get their refund checks. Everything kind of becomes a little bit easier in the next coming months. So you got to be prepared for it. But we're here. We're in January. There's so much excitement going on. I mean, we have new products coming out like 22 Hardcore. I want to give a huge shout out and recognition to Wendy Sanchez from our team, who is in the test group, and I got a little sneak peek of her results. I guess I'm kind of like, I have access to these. You know, when Becky and Monica were part of the Hammer and Chisel, I got to see them transform their bodies before everybody else did. And well, Wendy gave me a sneak peek this week of her day 10 progress photo, so she's even looking better now. But I literally, mouth on the floor, it dropped because her body has completely changed in just 10 days. So it's going to be another amazing, crazy good program for us, and that's coming just in March. It is right around the corner. But we got to talk about what's going on now within our team, within the network, because, you know, big things are coming. Later on in the call, I'm going to announce something just for Diesel Nation, something that we're putting together so that we can blow up, completely blow up our team, your organization, and your business and your income early this year, which is going to set you up for success throughout 2016. So tonight, we're going to cover a couple things. Number one, we're going to talk about the Team Cup, and I'm going to turn that over to Becky in just a second to do that, and why the Team Cup is so critically important. I mean, it is usually the biggest month of the year when people finally get on board and rock their businesses, decide and commit to do something with their business, and that's what the Team Cup is all about. And we're going to talk about Earning Success Club in January, right? Because we're not over. January is not over. There is still plenty of time to lock it in, and why it's important to lock in Success Club for the month of January, setting yourself up for 2016 for that Success Club All-Star, for your trip dollars, for your business, for your income, for your goals, and for your why. Why is it that Success Club is so important? Then I'm going to turn it over to Melissa Galamay, 5-star elite coach, who just came home from the New Leader Conference. I'm sure you guys saw the excitement not only on our pages, but in our team, on our walls, but on our team pages from the many, many, many Diesel Nation coaches that qualified for the New Leader Conference in Los Angeles. I was just sitting with Paulina today as we were putting together something that I'll talk about later, and I was going through her notes, and my Lord, what an amazing, well put together event to help new and emerging leaders. And so actually both the guest speakers on our call tonight were there, so we're going to hear from them. Then I'm going to make this big announcement, and Jenny Palumbo, 5-star elite coach, is going to close us down with some knowledge, some insight, and her experience in 2015 and how she went from an emerald in January and February actually to a 5-star elite coach by the end of 2015. It's amazing. I still am in awe of her success, and she's going to tell us how she did it and why she did it. So first, let's turn it over to Becky, who's going to talk and rally us to join the Team Cup.
Hey, thank you, Christina. Thank you, everybody. Welcome, Melissa and Jenny. It's great to see you guys. So tonight, really quick, I want to cover the Team Cup. And many of you are probably new to being a coach, so you don't really understand what the Team Cup is. It is a friendly competition. It's competition, but you're going to do it in a group setting with your friends on Diesel Nation. Could be other coaches as well. You're not limited to just Diesel Nation. But you guys are going to band together. You're going to learn from each other. And in a friendly way, you're going to go out there and help as many people as you can in February. And I have to tell you that things really do heat up in February. January is still a little touchy with people that have, I guess, overextended themselves during the holidays. But in February, people have more extra money and are ready to get their fitness in line. And it is our job to go out and find them in February. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to post in Diesel Nation. You're going to go in your team pages and you're going to find other new coaches or some other coaches that need a team, and you're going to band together. One of you is going to be the captain. Now, one of you can only be a diamond, so there can't be a team of 15-star diamonds together. It's one diamond and 4 coaches of any other rank, and you guys are just going to, as a team, with camaraderie, with lots of fun, you're going to just go out there and help a lot of people. Now, what we have historically seen, and Christina and I have participated in every single Team Cup there has been since the beginning of time, which I think it started in 2011, is growth. Growth in every aspect of your business, of your life, of everything. You're going to build volume. You're going to build friendships. You're going to build income. You're going to possibly rank advance. What we have seen in our team last year, especially in conjunction with the push to diamond, was astronomical in the amount of people who advanced their business. Why? Because you're laser focused. Why? Because you're doing it with a group of people who have similar goals, and you guys are pushing together to get it done. So I cannot urge you enough, get on a team. Don't, please, I've heard of a couple coaches say, yeah, but I have never sold a challenge pack and I don't think I can do it. Put that by the wayside. You need to put the fear to the side and just jump in with both feet, because you're going to learn from each other. You're going to try things out. You're going to give each other suggestions. And the goal is here to have fun. It's to improve yourself and to hone in on your skills. There's no win or lose here. You win just by participating. So get in there today. Find someone to join with you. Please ask for help. If you have, your upline, ask for help. If you need a team, reach out to somebody. But let's get you on a team ASAP. The rules are in the Coach Online office, so make sure you go to Breaking Coach News and read up on the qualifications. And there's lots of prizes too, so I know a lot of you love winning prizes. Make sure that you're educated on the rules and that you register your team by January 31st, because the Cup starts quickly on the first Monday, February the 1st. So I think I covered it all, but I can't urge you enough. Get on a team. You're going to have fun. It's just worth your time, your energy, and your effort.
Absolutely. Amen. I mean, I always share the story of a friend of mine, Shay, who all of you guys know. Shay always has these great stories. And she signed up in July, like at the end of June in 2011, I believe, which was one of the first Team Cups, was right after that summit.
Yeah.
And Lindsay Matway needed one coach to complete her team. And she gave it to Shay. She gave that position as a brand new coach. Shay went on to the top coaches, Team Cup team, and she just jumped in, figured it out. She started helping people, and at the end of it, Shay was a diamond coach. And now, fast forward, she's part of the Millionaire Club. She is 15-star diamond. She has a great organization. It was literally, the Team Cup was the catalyst of that success going forward, because she just jumped in right away. So like Becky said, get on a Team Cup. In fact, I am still building a team. I have a brand new coach ready to roll, and I need 3 more people. So if you want to give me 100% of yourself in February, I will gladly add you to a Team Cup team that I am building currently right now. So shoot me a message. All right, but we are still in January, so I wanted to quickly give you guys tips and tricks on how to earn Success Club now. Right? Because not only is the work that you're doing now going to help you in February, it's also going to solidify your Success Club in January. So everybody take out a piece of paper. I'm going to give you one moment, because I'm going to give you tips. If you're sitting right now with SC2, even SC0, but SC2, SC3, SC4, there is absolutely no reason why you can't earn Success Club in the next 6 days. Make it a requirement. It is a mindset that you make a decision that you make tonight to just get it done. If Paulina told me this today, that Bonnie Engel, I believe, said it at the NLC. She said, if you can do it once, if you can sell one challenge pack to a person, then you could do it 2 more times or 3 more times or 4 more times. So stop having a minimalistic attitude. Start thinking abundantly and do these things. Here we go. Number 1, you're going to create a list. I know Becky's smiling right now. You're gonna create a list and just write people's name that you know. Doesn't matter. Don't prejudge. Just start writing these people's names. And tomorrow or even tonight after this call, I want you to start messaging these people, right? You're gonna be messaging them, developing friendships, reconnecting, asking them how their kids are doing, reaching out and connecting with them. All right, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna start building relationships with a bunch of people. I remember one of my coaches, Maciel, told me that at one time, a month that she had hit Success Club 10, she had 20 conversations going at one time. That's the kind of work ethic that you need in order to pull this off and earn Success Club by the end of the month. So you're going to create this big list and you're going to start conversations. You're going to step out of your comfort zone and you're going to start reaching out to people and using form. Number 2, tomorrow morning, you're going to post about a challenge group. All right. Today I posted a solid example of a post of a challenge group by Trey Bearer. Those are the kinds of challenge group posts that get attention. They're concise, specific, eye-catching. They scroll stop and they represent who he is. All right. Look at that post. You're going to do something similar to that tomorrow morning so that everybody that you started conversations with tonight or between tonight and tomorrow morning are going to see that challenge group post come up. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, this is strategic work that you're doing. Number 1, you're going to create a list and you're going to start messaging people and connecting. Tomorrow morning, you're going to post about a February challenge group. Okay, you're going to have a beautiful, eye-catching, scroll-stopping, call to action post about a challenge group. You're not going to mention the 21-day fix. You're not going to mention Shakeology. You're going to mention a group, a 21-day program. You're going to lose 5 to 10 pounds. I'm looking for X amount of women and men. You're going to be very specific. Number 4, and this is when you're passing that Hail Mary at the end of the month, you're going to offer a promotion. Can you give away a Fixate cookbook? Can you give away, I saw this today, containers to store food. A coach was giving, the prize was containers to store food. Get creative. This is where your business mind has to come up to attract people to lock down Success Club. Man, I have coaches that are Success Club All-Stars that they'll have 2 points on the last day of the month, and I go to sleep knowing that they are going to hit Success Club. I do not worry about them. Why is that? Why do some people have that hustle in them? That's the kind of mindset we all have to have, that you just know how to get it done, that you know how to think outside the box, that you know how to connect with people, offer that promotion at the right time, use your communication skills, and lock down Success Club. I know I'm talking like 1,000 miles per hour, but I got to get to Melissa. And number 5, hustle, guys. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Remember, this month you get double trip dollars. So if you're going to Punta Cana or on the wait list, it matters what you do this month. This month, you can pay for like half of your trip if you hit, I think, Success Club 30. I know Farron Axelrod said she's paid like $400 worth of her trip already. Becky, I think, has Success Club 30, and she's already maxed out in trip dollars this month. That's the hustle. That is the hustle. And if you're not going, it doesn't matter. Guess what? You're setting yourself up to be a Success Club All-Star in 2016. How freaking amazing is that? Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. You're better than that. You deserve better than that. Your family deserves better than that. Figure it out and hit Success Club. After this call, please, let's start a thread of everyone that's still gunning for it, and let's support each other to get there. And let's have the same hustle mentality all year long. All right, that's it. I'm done with my Success Club speech. Let's turn it over to Melissa, who's going to give us the amazing insight into the New Leader Conference, because I'm really excited to hear this. So, Melissa, take it over.
I can't hear you. Christina, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm just going to go, and if you can't hear me, then just wave your hand. So thank you so much. I'm so excited to be on this call. I wanted to share with you guys, I couldn't wait to get back and share with my team and the rest of Diesel Nation what an amazing experience the New Leader Conference was. I had heard about these leadership trips, but to really experience it firsthand, there was nothing like it. From the moment that we were greeted and taken to headquarters and we got to tour and we were introduced to the workers that were there and saw that they were just really relaxed and it looked like they enjoyed their jobs. They were wearing sneakers and there were Shakeology bars and there was gyms. But seeing all of the work that goes into it was really, really exciting. We were able to take a bunch of pictures, which I'm sure you guys saw in there, and then everything. Corporate just outdid themselves with our hotel rooms and the food, and being able to, you know, watch Carl sip scotch and mingle with Autumn, stand in line and take pictures with Tony. I mean, I was with Kara, and she was having so much fun with it. So it just was an amazing experience. But I just want to start with this, guys, because it was something that was brought to us. When you're listening to this call, and Christina and Becky just got us really fired up for the things to come, and there's more exciting announcements to come, and Jenny's going to share some content, do not be a collector of information. Move to action. Stop having aha moments and then just hanging there, because I know I'm guilty of this in the past as well, is we get on these calls and we feel so fired up, and then we go out and we don't do anything with it. And then we complain and we say, well, all these other people are so successful, so we start comparing ourselves to them, but yet we have all of this information in our toolbox and we're not utilizing it. So that is my call to action for you guys, is do not be a collector of information from this call. Take the nuggets and go out and implement them. We've already been sharing a lot of the information from the call, or, I'm sorry, from the speakers. We'll continue to share that information. Watch those, take notes, put the work into action. But I just wanted to share some of my notes and my perspective from it. So one of the things was building relationships with our peers that were there. Just because we're on Diesel Nation doesn't mean we all know each other on a very personal level. This was such a great opportunity to spend time with each other, get together. If you haven't seen the video that we were able to make for Diesel Nation and talking about our mission, please go in the team page and watch it, because it was a lot of fun. And the other thing is just the camaraderie. Like, when people heard that we were from Diesel Nation, they were like, they knew who we were and they knew who Becky and Christina were, and that was really exciting for us because we have a lot of pride in everything that we do, right? So here I'm going to dive into the content that we heard from the speakers. So they talked a lot about making a plan to get to elite. So I know this is something we talk about all the time. For 2016, set your intentions now and make a plan. That means that you need to be getting to Success Club. You need to be teaching your coaches how to get to Success Club as well. A lot of people come on and they don't understand the importance of it. This is our opportunity as leaders and teachers to share this with our downline and really help them understand the value on and really elevate. If they signed up today, they could end the year like Jenny as a 5-star elite or a premier. Help them set those goals for 2016. Until our leaders on our teams understand what our visions are, they're not going to be able to move to action either. The other thing that we talked a lot about was the leadership ladder. That's something that we really need to get better at, helping our coaches understand the importance and that there is a baseline for things. So educate your teams, create training, somewhere to...
All right, I'm here because Melissa got kicked off. She was like going like so well, but she's been having some internet issues. But hey, we roll with the punches, right? I mean, we've had calls where we had Autumn on and like some crazy Spanish lady started talking in the middle of the call. So I'm just killing time because Melissa's coming right back on. And here she is, I think. She's coming. She's coming. Stay patient. And
I'm back on.
there she is. All right. I
So,
think.
I'm back on. So the other thing is making sure that we're celebrating Success Club. That is a huge thing. So we just heard that recognition is the fourth vital behavior, right? I'm sure you guys are as excited as we are because we know in Diesel Nation we love to celebrate. So make sure that your coaches know, just like Christine.
Okay, I guess she's having some serious issues. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to just cover real quick what she was about to cover, and then hopefully she'll figure out her issues on the way back in, and then we'll get to Jenny. But Melissa was talking about the fourth vital behavior that was announced, and I kind of shared this on the team page, but they announced that recognition is the fourth vital behavior, and I think she's coming back on, but not sure if she's there. And it is a big deal. I spoke last night on Jeanette Maceda's team call, and I went through not only the first three vital behaviors, but this new one, recognition, and how I don't know if you guys know, but if you study psychology, there's this thing. Melissa, if you can mute yourself, please. There's a thing called Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and one beautiful thing about this business that, in fact, this business, this opportunity, our team and Team Beachbody represents all five of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, from basic needs to feelings of love and recognition and support and camaraderie and significance. It covers all of them. So what Beachbody did was added recognition as a vital behavior, and we all know that how important it is, right? From the customer level to the coach level, that celebrating success, whether big or small, publicly to your peers, makes people work harder. It makes people feel important and loved and part of something. So right now, we all have to make a commitment to really implement this vital behavior into our teams. I think we do a good job at it. I think sometimes we could do a little bit better. And I know there's some new coaches that don't know how to do it, but just watch, right? Watch how we welcome new coaches to the team. Watch how we celebrate, good social media posts or someone selling a challenge pack. I mean, on my personally sponsored page, if a new coach sells a challenge pack, you better believe I'm like jumping up and down doing backflips, and we recognize Success Club. So it becomes a vital behavior, and we need everyone to focus on that. So Melissa, you think you're set? Melissa, are you set?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's working tonight. So what I'm gonna do is, Melissa, I'm gonna cut off there for just a second. Hopefully you can move to a spot that's a little bit more internet secure, and I'm gonna make our big announcement. Okay, I'm gonna cut in here because I want to get to this announcement, and Jenny can also fill us in on the new leader conference when she starts talking. I'm upset that Melissa couldn't keep sharing, and maybe we'll have her on pretty soon to finish her presentation. But guys, Becky and I are super excited about the month of February. Not only does the Team Cup happen in February, but Becky intimated about something that we did last year in February that created massive results on our team. I'm talking huge. So guess what? We're doing it again, but we are doing it bigger and badder, and we want more people to join, and we are looking to break our record from 2015. So you're probably on the call saying, what in the world is she talking about? And then there's some people saying, I know exactly what she's talking about. Well, that's what I wanted. I wanted you guys to be on this call to hear this, because I want you guys to pump energy through this, because that's the way we're going to get this done. And it is the Push 2. We're bringing back the biggest Push to Diamond group that our team has ever done. Last year in August, or in July, August, we dabbled with Bring the Bling, but nothing compared to the energy and the results that we had in February of 2015. Let me just give you some statistics. We developed 48, one more time, 48 new diamond coaches between February and March in 2008. Those 48 coaches kept creating diamonds. We are right now at 300 paid and lifetime diamonds on Diesel Nation. 300. And it was because of the momentum that came from February, from the push, through the end of the year with the elite pushes at the end of 2015. What is the push? It is a 5-week intense coach to diamond level training where we don't talk about the 3 vital behaviors. We're not talking about stuff that you know can go through in Coach Basics or in your brand new coach training program. We're talking about stuff that's going to help you not only advance to diamond, but help you advance your income, help you advance your leadership, teach you things that you need to develop this business, to grow your business. We're talking about Success Club culture, not just hitting Success Club, but how you develop a Success Club culture. We're going to lead with a whole week on recruiting. Not you have to recruit. No, we're going to show you how to recruit coaches into the business. We're going to go step by step on how to host coaching sneak peeks and business opportunity calls. We're going to talk about social media. And not only are we, and when I say we, it is the elite coaches from Diesel Nation that are producing this content, because you know what, guys? We don't need to go anywhere else because Diesel Nation has the best leaders in the network. We have it. We develop strong teams. We have high incomes, and we're the ones that are going to teach this content. We're not going to have to go somewhere else. But I did sit down with Paulina today and went through the New Leader Conference material, and there was so much good stuff there that we're going to bring that into the push, and we're going to teach it. We're not just going to post the material and let you watch the videos. We're actually going to teach you what they taught in the New Leader Conference. This is a huge business driver. This is the stuff that people would pay hundreds of dollars to join to learn from us. All right? It is going to rock your world. So this is a call to action to everyone on our team to join the push. The only requirement, and I'm going to post an FAQs that's going to cover this stuff, but you don't need to be an emerald or a ruby to join. Even if you are a brand new coach that has a vision for yourself in this business, that wants to learn, that has already gone through their coach training, that knows how to earn Success Club, we want you to join this group too. Right? You just need to be an active coach to get in. There is a $10 fee to get into the push too. That fee of all the coaches that enter the push is going to be used to buy prizes. At the end of this thing, if you satisfy the requirements from the push, which are included in the FAQs, if you satisfy those requirements, you get put into a raffle to get one of these prizes. And we're not talking about baby stuff here. We're talking about solid prizes that you're going to be amazed by. And guess what? One more huge thing is one person that advances their business to diamond or star diamond, 1-star diamond, during the push will be selected from a raffle randomly to be invited to Becky and I's Diamond Leader Retreat at the end of April in Key Largo, Florida. All expenses paid. So that is an amazing prize for anyone that is fully committed to growing their business. No pot of money. We're looking for people that don't just want to pad their pocket with 150 or 200 bucks. We're looking for people that see this as an opportunity to grow their business and want to join and keep pushing forward. We are starting on February 8th. The group training starts on February 8th and it runs through the week of March 7th. We are going to start the registration process tomorrow. Get in the group now because you know we love to pump energy into these training groups. It is going to blow your mind. The FAQs and the WUFU application to join the push 2 will be going up very early tomorrow morning. Leaders, if you're on this call, please share this information with your team. We need everybody in and locked in by Wednesday, February 6th. You need to be in the group by then, and we are cutting it off. So I hope you guys are excited. And this is going to completely blow up our team, your organizations. It's going to be incredible. We are bringing the goods. Our leaders are committed to bringing valuable and well-prepared, thought-out content to you so that you can learn and grow your business. But like Melissa said at the beginning of the call, it's not about absorbing information. It's about action. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to push you to act during the push too, right? That's why we call it the push. Not only push to diamond, but we're going to push you out of your comfort zone so you can grow your business. So now I'm going to turn it over to someone who actually participated in the first push in 2015. She wasn't a leader that was leading the push. She paid the $25 to participate in the push. And I'll let her tell her story of success. But she came in as an Emerald coach. She finished the push as a diamond and ended the year as a 5-star elite coach. There is no better person to share this story of success and why everyone needs to be in the push than Jenny Palumbo. So I'm going to turn it over to her.
Hi, can you hear me? Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so honored to be on this call. Oh my gosh, what a huge honor, but thank you so much. As Christina said, I was an Emerald coming into the Push to Diamond group last year. I started as a coach 10 months earlier, like many other people, as a discount coach, not really sure what I want to do with the business, but I was like, I don't sell anything, that's not my thing. I just had a transformation, I just wanted the discount, just like everyone else mostly started. So later in the year, I started to get a couple coaches, and I was like, oh my gosh, I guess I have to grow a team now. I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what I'm doing in this business. So I pretty much sat there until February, and I was kind of, I was earning a little bit of money, but not a lot. And my husband was like, what are you doing? I don't even know what this business is. It's so silly. And I'm like, but I like it. I enjoy it. So when they presented the opportunity with this push group to Diamond, I said, why not? Why not give it a try? It's $25. What's going to happen? I'm going to learn a little bit. I might grow my business. I mean, it can't hurt. So I said, what the heck? So I put in my money, and what I learned was phenomenal. I mean, the things, I still go back to that group and read some of the things some of the videos from some of the top leaders that we had on those calls. Some of the things that I took away from that group, I just wanted to touch on, and then I want to tell you how I implemented them and how it really changed my business going forward of the year. The biggest thing was hitting Success Club every month, the importance of that. Everyone talks about that all the time, but I didn't really understand it until I got into the group. And not only are you growing your team, you're growing your business, and you're obviously replacing your Shakeology. So I tried to make that a must every month. If it was 5 or if it was 10 every month, I made sure that I was hitting that. The other thing was lead by example. Can you hear me? I just want to make sure I didn't get lost. Okay. Lead by example. You can't expect your team to do what you're doing if you're not being a leader and doing it yourself. So I made sure that I was continuing to do that for my own team. The income potential. There was a whole segment for a whole week on the income. I mean, we all learn about the cycle bonus and with Michael Neiman, and I was like, what's $14 a cycle or $18 a cycle going to do for me? It's not going to make me any money. I'm like, this is not going to go anywhere. So when they said it's going to be like 70% of your income, I didn't believe them. And then when I learned about the bonuses and the bonuses on top of that, I said, wow, I don't know, maybe there's something to this. Maybe I should really try and push for this. Maybe I should try to really advance my business. So that was really eye-opening for me. The importance of personal development. We embed this in our heads, and we talk about it all the time, and I was kind of like, I don't really have time for that. I'll see when I have time. But I noticed different things that I was struggling with, whether it was my mindset, whether it was recruiting. It didn't matter what it was, but I realized I needed to turn to personal development when I was lacking in those areas. And for me, I'm not a big reader, so I just made sure I was either listening to YouTube videos or listening to it in the car whenever I had time. I was cleaning the house. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so while I'm doing the laundry or while I'm doing the dishes, I was always trying to put things on, whatever I felt like I needed to advance my business that day. Creating a culture with your team and recognition. I feel like, I'm a part of Kara's team, No Limits Fitness as well, and we made sure that we have a culture with our team and we recognize each other. And like Christina and Becky were saying before, the obvious ones when there's a rank advancement. But not only those things, but like they sold their first challenge pack, or they signed their first coach, or they lost 20 pounds, or just little things to our team and our challengers. And not only that, but it's also commenting on each other's pages. We always make sure we go to each other's pages and we comment and we appreciate each other, and we make them feel good about themselves. So they realize that we're all together. You know, it's not just one person posting a comment and then there's nothing below it. You know, we all help each other out, and we're all there for each other. So we really made sure we're good about that. Putting systems into place and training our coaches as soon as possible. So Kara and I and our top leaders banded together and we're like, we need systems. We need to make sure that these coaches are coming in, they're having training right away, we have a calendar set up. Coach Basics starts the first of every month. The third week of the month, we start coaching opportunity call. We have a 3-day sneak peek. You know, we make sure that these are regular systems that we have, so that when the coaches come in, they aren't lost and they're not sure what to do with the business. And I think that really has helped us have success with people who maybe were discount coaches, but then when they learned about what they could do with the business, then they decided, oh, maybe I'll do more. So I think that again, we all are part of those groups, and we all comment and make everyone feel comfortable in those groups, and I think that really helps as well. Professionalism, run your business like $1 million business. They say this as well, and I think that's really important when you're on social media, when you're out in public. That's important, and so I really try to pay attention to that. And then sharing the opportunity, the coaching opportunity all the time. I was not doing that very much. I was scared to death of sharing the coaching opportunity. Okay, I said I'm not in sales, this is not my thing. So when I talked about that, and it doesn't have to be like, hey, join my team. I mean, of course we do that, but that's all I thought it was. I didn't realize there were other ways to kind of sneak it into your posts and talk about it to other people without being cocky or being obnoxious. So that really kind of hit home for me. So what did I change? Well, first of all, I'm a competitive person. I'm mostly very competitive with myself. So when I got into the group, I was like, I always wrote my goals down, but I never really put a deadline. I never was like, I'm going to be a diamond by this day. I was just sort of like, oh, I want to make $500 a month. Oh, you know, just general kind of things. So this was sort of like a mini contract for me. I was like, okay, we have 6 weeks. I want to do this. I want the pot. I want to be a diamond. I want to grow my business. And I decided, I sort of shifted my mindset at that point. I said, I'm all in. I want this. I want this. I want to have a team. I want the income. I want my family to have this. And I just decided, I believed that I could do it. So I just really pushed myself and absorbed the information that all the top leaders presented, and decided I was going to do my best to implement them for my own business. So the hardest thing for me was stepping outside my comfort zone. We all have issues, you know, when you start coaching. And for me, the biggest thing was being scared of all the haters and all my friends, what they were going to think. Because all of a sudden, now I'm this health freak, and all I want to talk about is Beachbody. And, you know, all my friends aren't really on board. They're like, oh, Jenny, Beachbody is all you talk about. And I was like petrified about posting and petrified of what they were going to think of me. And then I decided, I got to a point where I realized this was my passion and I love what I was doing. And when people have success, that feels really good. And if I have a little extra money, that's good too. But I was an accountant. Okay, I sat behind a desk all day and I didn't get any satisfaction out of that. So this to me was a whole different world. So I just decided, I don't care. I don't care what they think. They can block me if they want, and I don't care. So I decided to put those fears aside and just to post and be myself and be a real person. You know, I'm not fake. You know, I'm not this super skinny. I eat healthy all the time. I work out 7 days a week. If I have a cheeseburger, I talk about it. If I drink some wine, I talk about it. I want people to know that I'm not a robot, that yes, I'm healthy, but I know how to get back on the wagon, but I also have a life, you know. So I think that helps for me with customers, and I'm relatable. I try to be anyway, and I think that people appreciate that. That, you know, if I'm their coach, you know, they want to know who I am. And if I'm just like this strict robot, they're going to be afraid to tell me that they fell off the wagon. So if you're relatable, I feel like that really helps. So the other thing that I was petrified of was, again, the coaching. I didn't want to talk about it. I was scared to ask anybody. And I, you know, listen to your coach. That's a big thing, you know. And Kara was like, you need to share the opportunity. I'm like, I don't know. Like, if they want to do it, they'll just come to me. Well, they don't, okay? They're not going to knock on your door. You have to go to them. If you don't ask, you don't know if they're going to say yes. So I started to make it a routine of all my customers in my challenge groups. I always ask. I always started to start asking them if, did you want the discount? Maybe you would be a good coach. And it's terrifying. You know, I was like, no, 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 no. But I was like, well, I'm just going to keep on asking. So you just keep asking. I still get no's. But you know what? At least I asked. And sometimes those people, they come back to me later. So you just have to remember that. It doesn't hurt to ask. You know, and then I started being more comfortable with posting on social media about, you know, join my team and things like that here and there. But I learned how to trickle it in. You know, at this leadership conference, we learned they talk about coaching every single day. Every day, they somehow work it into their posts, which I don't do it every day, but I need to work up to that. But it's amazing to see that that's what they do. So it's really important. I try to be really consistent on social media. There's some days I don't want to show up. I'm having a bad day. I don't want to post. I have nothing to talk about. You know, I'm like, I'm not inspirational today, you know, whatever. Well, you do it. Because if you don't show up every day, how can you expect your challengers to show up every day? How can you expect your coaches to show up every day? So I decided to be, you know, some days I aren't the best post, but I do my best. But you know what? They need to see that consistency. And when I started to be consistent, they started to come to me more. They started to understand me more. They started to be willing more to share with me. So, you know, all the 3 vital behaviors, or 4 vital behaviors at this point. But I made sure I was doing that every day. I shared my struggles, my mistakes, you know, the highs, the lows, whatever, you know, because people wanted to know that I'm a real person, you're relatable. So I think another big turning point for me was after introducing all of those things from the group, you know, getting to events. And we say this all the time, you know, I was going to Super Saturdays, I might have missed a couple, but I decided I was going to invest the money and go to Summit. And I was like, this is going to be my year to Summit. So I went to Summit, I soaked it all in, I enjoyed myself, and I had a huge aha moment. I know that we're not supposed to talk about aha moments. They just talked about this NLC. It's not the aha moment, but it's what you do after that. So I came home from Summit, I had all my notes and pictures of all the slides, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so motivated. You know, even after this conference, the same thing. You know, my fire is lit again. But I saw all of our coaches from Diesel Nation walking across the stage, and I'm like, they're all elite and Millionaire Club, and I was like, I just started to cry, and I'm like, I want to do that. Why can't I do that? My team can do that. So I just came home, and I was like, this is what I'm going to do. I rallied my team. I said, we can do this. We can be an elite team. I didn't know anything about elite. I didn't know about the points. I didn't know how many coaches you need. I was like, I don't know what to do, but I'm going to figure it out. So I started doing my research. I got together with Kara and got into the push to elite group, and I just was like, what's the worst that can happen? I don't get it? Oh, well, you know, I might as well try. So anyway, I got my team on board. I explained to them what we were trying to do. I explained what our goal was, and I really got them excited as well to try and, you know, just get together and just push for this goal. And I think that everybody was on board, everyone was supportive, and we really worked very hard. It was really a team effort. I couldn't have done this without my whole entire team, discount coaches as well. I stayed on top of my coach online office. I studied it every day. I watched for activities. I was like a hawk, and made sure my team was hitting Success Club regularly. You know, I was hitting it, but I wanted to make sure my team was hitting it, and that their team was hitting it, and that was important for not only, you know, volume, but Success Club points as well. So I think that's basically it. But, you know, in summary, you know, anything is possible. I'm not anyone special. I'm just as good as you are sitting right there. And I just think that if you're sitting here wondering, oh, I can't do that, blah, 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 you can. You just have to believe you can do it, and you have to get to work. I gave up a lot of things. I don't watch TV at night. I stay up late at night. My husband's like, you're working again? I'm like, yes, I'm working again. I set aside time for him, but I would rather stay up and work because I want this goal. And you have to have something in mind that, you know, what's your motivation? You know, for me, it's, you know, a little extra cushion for our family to go on trips and do things like that. But whatever it might be, that has to push you, and that has to be your motivation to keep going. So anyone can do it, and I think this group is amazing, and you have to just dive in and absorb all the information because the speakers are awesome, and you'll really get a ton out of it. So that's about it.
Well, I just love you, Jenny, and not only are the speakers that you heard the last time, but Jenny's gonna be one of our speakers. So don't run away, girlfriend. You're gonna be training our coaches in the push too. So I love it. I love your story. I think it's incredible how you built from the momentum of the push. You got to summit, and then it catapulted you to the end of the year. And that's why, these things are important. And plugging in is important. And that's why groups like the push are critical for team momentum and your team's momentum. So plug in, be on these calls, get together with your team, create that fun culture that No Limits Fitness has done and Melissa's team has done. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to turn it back over to Melissa, and she's quickly going to get us through the NLC, and then we're going to call it a night, everybody.
Thank you guys for working with me. So I'm just going to dive back in. So Jenny just did an amazing job about talking about getting her team to elite, and so I'm going to start there. So when you're elite or you're premier, you also get this VIP treatment when you go to these events. And I wasn't expecting it, but I literally was like 5 feet from Carl as he did his opening speech. And he talked about being relentless in this business and not settling for anything less or compromising the integrity of the value that we offer to our customers. He also talked about doing a better job at being able to serve value to customers and talking about Shakeology and the products that we offer an entire solution. So that was a really surreal moment. I think through the entire thing I had tears and chills. It just was really, really incredible. So make it a plan to get there next year, guys. Or even better, put it on your goal board to get to leadership in October, because you can absolutely do that. Get your teams into this push and make it happen. I left off talking about Success Club. So Bonnie Engel had talked about getting to Success Club and not waiting, being there the first week of the month, and then creating your leaderboards and recognizing, even if people have helped one person, shout out to them, celebrate that, and then let them know that they can do it again. She also talked about people who maybe don't have the confidence to post in the larger groups, and so getting them in smaller groups with people and being able to, group messages, and asking them, how did you do it? Okay, go out there and do it again. You're able to do that. Sorry, I just want to get through my notes. Carl talked about leading with your heart. One of the things that he said that really stood out to me was this business is hard and it can be extremely tiring, but when your heart is in the right place, you shouldn't ever feel that way, right? So make sure that you're in it for the right reasons and that you're leading your teams with integrity and pushing and teaching them to do the same exact thing. We have to be relentless. We have to show up. Jenny talked about there's days, and I have them too, where you feel like you don't have anything to post, but you do anyways. You show up for your teams. You get your workout in. You talk about the things that are important. Melanie Mitchell talked to us about eating that frog early in the morning. She said she is someone who doesn't like inviting, and so she makes sure when she's doing her power hour, that's the first thing that she does. She also talked about setting a schedule and sharing it with your spouse. I know that Jenny just said the same thing, and I can relate. There's times where my husband's like, you're working again, you have another call. And so something that I came home and implemented was I downloaded something called a Cutie Scheduler, and you can send that to your team or potential coaches and customers, and they can actually schedule a meeting with you versus you being on 20 new welcome calls and then team calls and your spouse walking in through the door and you're like, here's the kids. So that's definitely something that I put into action immediately and sent to my team so that they could set up some one-on-ones. Let's see. Another thing that was talked about, I know that there were some frustrations. We were traveling to get there during the Success Club registration, and Carl talked about it. He talked about that we are a business that's growing and that we're going to get better. But it's up to us as leaders how we deal with that negativity. So challenge people's negativity. Don't feed into it, because really, guys, it's the way that we're taking this information and going back to our teams. If we get on our team pages and we talk about how frazzled we are and how this is stupid and how unfair it is, that's what we're going to be portraying into our teams. So really keeping our cool and letting them know to trust the process. I know Carl had released a statement later saying, you know, let's stop feeding on this negativity and get back to what we're supposed to be doing, which is helping people, and everything else will fall into place. Because then at the end of the day, that's what we're in this business for. Professionalizing your business. This is something that was discussed as well. We have to stop settling for being mediocre and just good. We really need to switch gears and get to a level where we're great and that we're encouraging our teams to be great. So many times we have people who will just start Shakeology for a month and then they want to stop because it's too expensive, and we're settling and saying that that's okay. We need to really be educating ourselves so that we're able to speak to those sorts of things. We talked a lot about policies and procedures, which is not really the beautiful part of the business, but it's something that we need to speak about. I came back and made a video for my team. Make sure you're encouraging your teams to go into the back office and really educate themselves, especially on bonus buying. That is the number one thing that they're catching, and whether you know it or not, if you're bonus buying, your account can be terminated immediately. So you don't ever want to put yourself at risk or your business at jeopardy, even if you're just doing a favor for someone and you don't realize it. One of the things is if you question it, always reach out to PNP in compliance, and they will let you know whether or not it's okay or not. And as long as you ask, you will not get in trouble. But if you do it afterwards, then you'll have to answer them. They're watching for things on Facebook too. So Jenny had talked about, you know, working your business like $1 million business. That means being professional on Facebook, not getting on there and talking about awful things and then deleting your post and thinking that nobody saw it, because it's still going to be there, and you're an ambassador of Beachbody. So we really want to be making sure that we are a positive influence on our pages and the public, all of those things. Another thing was making sure that we're doing business calls or business opportunity calls so that people know about this opportunity. And so my team moving forward, we were doing them every other month, but we'll be doing one every single month. It'll go on our team calendar, and it'll be a rolling invite so people know when it's coming and when they can add their people to it. Make your business appealing to people. Share the highlights of your life. Share when things are hard, and how that's the way that people are going to be able to relate to you. Because if you're always posting about the positives, like Jenny was just saying, like if she never said that she ate a hamburger or had a margarita or a glass of wine, people would probably say, I don't want to work with Jenny because she's so perfect, right? So really figure out what your niche is and your network of people that you want to get to. We talked a lot about Team Cup, so I'm sure as soon as you get off this call, if you're not already on a team, you're going to be reaching out in your team pages and Diesel Nation and finding members. It's okay to collaborate with people that you don't know. Honestly, I love to do that because then you learn different ways and ideas, which is really exciting. Each month, aiming to increase the amount of Success Club points that we have and coaches that we onboard into our teams. And just like Jenny said, getting systems into place to really help our coaches be successful. I'm going to wrap it up because there was a lot of information, and I plan on going back and creating a video for you guys so that you can share with your teams just on high-level takeaways and things like that. But one of the things that was really, really impactful to me, it was the closing statements from Jeff Hill, and he talked about leaving an imprint on people. And he had talked about his family and how every night when his kids go to sleep, like he would always go in and check on them, but it really was weighing on him that he wouldn't see them sometimes, and so he would always sneak into their room and he would leave a little X and an O on their hand because he wanted his children to know that they were the last things that he was thinking of before he left. And so thinking about how we do that for people in this business, and the ability that we have to imprint on people's lives, and us as coaches, whether you know it or not, you're impacting people. There's people who are silently following you. So it's so important that you are adding value to people's lives every single day, and that you are being that positive influence, and you're not giving up on them, guys. Because when you quit, you're not just quitting on yourself and your team, you're quitting on those challengers who invested and really are looking to you for that guidance, right? And so I want to just leave you guys with that and just say that we are making huge imprints on people all across the nation, whether you realize it or not. You matter, you're a leader. The work starts right now for 2016 Elite and Premier, or 5-star, 2-star, whatever that goal is for you, the push. Rally your teams and just really put your whole heart into this, because if you want this business to change your life, it absolutely will. But let me be very clear, you have to work for it, and you must show up every single day. So that's all I have, Christina.
Wow, what a great way to end the call. I have heard that story from Jeff Hill, and you actually made me tear up when you repeated it. It makes such a great point about what we do, because, you know, I get on these calls and I'm always like, Success Club, let's earn Success Club, and we rally for the team and the push and do this and do that and get your business going. But at the end of the day, every single person that we're talking to, that we touch on social media, that we have the confidence and the boldness to reach out to them, to start developing relationships with, it's an imprint that you're leaving on their life. Whether it's now or later, whether they join right away or not, whether they just follow you on social media, we're providing value, right? What we do matters. That was the whole point of when we kicked off our team this year with the one team, one dream, one mission. And our mission statement is that what we do, it matters. It's not just about Success Club points. That's the byproduct of our business. That's how we advance our businesses. But the day in, the day out, the conversations, the motivation, the inspiration that we provide to people, it absolutely matters. So thank you, Melissa and Jenny, for that. Man, I hope you guys are fired up for the push too. Like I said, the FAQs are going to go up first thing tomorrow morning. In that FAQ, listen up, this is going to be very important. In that FAQ are the rules of the push 2. Also is the WUFU application. I hate that. This is the dumbest word. WUFU application to join. That's how we're going to track who is in the group. After you have submitted your application and linked your payment through PayPal, it's in the application, you're going to get a link to the Facebook page, okay? Sometimes this causes confusion, but just make sure that you go through the process slowly, so that you see that you have to fill out an application, then it directs you to pay the $10, and then after that you receive the link to the Facebook page that has already been put up. All right, so you guys, let's break records. Let's not only finish January strong by earning Success Club and going back and going through my 5 steps of what I talked about at the beginning of the call that you're going to start right now when we get off this call. But you're going to hustle to get on a team cup, and you're also going to join the push. We had 48 diamonds advance in 2015 in just about a month and a half. And not to mention all the Star Diamond rank advancements. In fact, I went 15 Star Diamond because of the push. It's that ripple effect that was that powerful. That could be you in just 5 to 6 weeks from now. Think about how crazy that is, that you can have satisfied your goal of Diamond or Star Diamond or multiple Star Diamond in right before the cruise. How great is that? So I'm going to leave you with that, guys. Rally the team. Let's get this thing going. We're going to provide amazing content for you, and we're gonna go out in a big way. So have a great night. Thank you, ladies, for being on. It was a fantastic call, and let's do this thing. Bye.